Hello students, how are you? I hope you all are keeping well and must be staying at home, must be taking all precautionary measures against COVID-19. So dear students, it had better to stay home, stay safe and use sanitizer, keep washing your hands whenever you go out. So we must follow social distancing. So let's begin the lesson. As you all know that we have started the Rat Trap written by Selma Legeloff in your Flamingo. So we have been discussing the same lesson. I have been reading out and explaining chapter 4, the Rat Trap, as it is very interesting story about a rat trap seller, about a tramp, about a wanderer, about a peddler. We can use any term. As of now, in the story, we have seen that in the beginning of the story, the writer introduces a rat trap seller who used to sell rat traps as it was not enough for his survival. That is why sometimes he used to commit small thievery. So one day, when he was walking along the road, he suddenly uh, thought that the rat trap which he was selling, he compares the rat trap with whole worlds and calls the whole world is like a rat trap. And as in rat trap, cheese, pork, they are kept in order to attract the rats. Because of that, the rats get attracted and they get caught. In the same way, the whole world offers riches and joy, warmness, things of luxury, and we human beings get caught in the same way. So, this is what he was thinking. He went to a crofter's cottage, crofter, farmer who does farming on a rented land. He knocked at the door as rarely people used to welcome him, but Crofter not only welcomed him but also behaved very well. He gave him porridge to eat. They played cards. He also showed the 30 kroner which he earned by selling the milk of his cow. He also informed him that earlier he used to work in Ramso Iron Milk. So as it was closed, so that is why now he had a cow. He looked after the cow and he used to sell the milk of the cow. Thus he was earning the money. He also showed him the 30 kroner which was kept in a pouch and the pouch was hanging there. In the morning, both get up early in the morning. Both get up early in the morning and both left at the same time as Crofter left for his daily routine and rat trap seller also left. But after half an hour, the rat trap seller came back and he smashed the window pane and stole that 30 kroner. So in order not to be caught, he decided to move through the forest. So when he was going through the forest was very confusing. So he lost his way. So finally he got very tired and he did not know what to do. He could not decide what to do. That is why he lay down on the ground. Then he heard a thumping sound from somewhere. Then he thought that there might be some people nearby. It was the month of December. It was very cold, so he also needed warmth. He also needed warmth. So let's see what happened in the story. Today we are going to read page number 35. So everyone turn your book at page number 35. It was late in December. Darkness was already descending over the forest. This increased the danger and increased also his gloom and despair. So it was late December, it was very much cold, and darkness was already descending over the forest. It was getting dark, and because of this, the danger as well as his gloom, his sadness, his despair, his hopelessness increased. Finally, he saw no way out and he sank down on the ground, tired to death, thinking that his last moment had come. So finally, he did not find any way to come out. He laid on the ground. He lied on the ground. He was very tired, thinking that his last moment had come. He was thinking that his last moment had arrived now. But just as he laid his head on the ground, he heard a sound, a hard, regular thumping. So when he lay down, he heard some sound of thumping. There was no doubt as to what that was. He raised himself. Those are the hammer strokes from an iron mill, he thought. There must be people nearby. He summoned all his strength, got up, and staggered in the direction of the sound. So he thought that there must be some people nearby. He collected strength and he started moving with difficulty in the direction from where the sound was coming, the thumping sound was coming. The Ramso Iron Works, which are now closed down, were not so long ago a large plant with smelter, rolling mill and a forge. So Ramso Iron Works, which was closed now, but earlier it was a plant with smelter. Smelter, you know, a machine in which metal is melt. Smelter. Smelter, a machine where metal is melt to form a shape. Okay? A machine where metal is melt to form a shape. Where, if you write in which year, so it would be more suitable. Okay, in which. A machine in which metal is melt to form a shape, that is smelter. Next word is forge. Forge. A blacksmith. Workshop. That is called bhatti in Hindi. A blacksmith workshop. Forge. So, the Ramso Iron Works, which are now closed down, were not so long ago a large plant with smelter, rolling mills and forge. The Ramso Iron Works, which was closed down, then earlier it was a large plant with smelter with machines in which metal is melt to form a shape. Earlier it was a big plant having smelter, rolling mills and a forge. In the summertime, long lines of heavily loaded barges and scows slid down the canal which led to the large inland lake, and in the winter time the roads near the mill were black from all the coal dust which sifted down from a big charcoal crates. So further, the writer tells us that the Ramso iron mill, which was closed by then, earlier it was in the summertime long lines of heavily loaded barges and scows. Barges and scows means a type of boat, a long flat bottomed boat. Barges and scows, a long flat bottomed boat. So earlier such boats could be seen in summertime. Such boats could be seen in front of Ramso iron milk. They must be carrying the crates, the irons, to a large inland lake. Inland means interior lake. And in the winter time, the roads near the mill were black from all the coal dust which sifted. Sifted means having been passed through a sieve. Sifted it is not shifted, it is sifted. Sifted, having been passed through a sieve. You must have seen the sieve through which small particles come out. In the winter time, the roads near the mill were black from all the coal dust which sifted, which passed through the sieve down the big charcoal crates, down the big charcoal box. So overall, the writer wants to tell us that earlier Ramso iron milk was running. When it was running, so a large production was being done, and which was sent to the interior in the summertime through the interior lake, and in the winter time through the road. It was sent to different places. So it was a great production by this Ramso iron milk when it was working. During one of the long dark evenings just before Christmas, the master smith and his helper sat in the dark forge near the furnace waiting for the pig iron. So, during one of the long dark evenings just before Christmas, the master smith and his helper, but these days very few people were working there. The master smith and his helper, they sat in the dark forge near the furnace waiting for the iron pig. Iron pig means pig iron means iron blocks, small blocks of iron. So they were waiting pig irons which had been put in the fire to be ready to put on the anvil. Anvil means a heavy iron block. Anvil heavy iron block. So Master Smith and his helpers, they put the small blocks in the forge, and they were waiting it to take the shape of heavy iron block, that is anvil. Every now and then one of them got up to stir the glowing mass with a long iron bar, returning in a few moments dripping with perspiration. Though, as was the custom, he wore nothing but a long shirt and a pair of wooden shoes. So now and then one of them used to go to the forge, and they used to check whether it had taken the shape or not, whether it was the time to bring those blocks out from the forge. Okay, so as it was their custom to wear a long shirt and wooden shoes, so they were wearing so. All the time there were many sounds to be heard in the forge. So as iron blocks were there, so sounds could be heard in the forge. The big bellows groaned and the burning coal cracked. The big bellows means air bag that emits a stream of air used for blowing the air. You must have seen. Let me show you on your screen. It has been used earlier in the houses. Let me show you on your screen, then it would be more clear for you. So first let me show you the anvil. As you can see in this picture, this is the anvil and this is milled this way. Okay, so next one is bellows. Yes, bellows, as it is used, it is like it is an air bag that emits a stream of air used for blowing air. Bellows, as you can see on your screen, a bag that emits a stream, a bag that emits a stream of air used for blowing air into a fire. This is bellows. Okay, so let us continue with the lesson. Okay, and the burning coal cracked. The sound of burning coal, cracking sound of burning coal was coming. The fire boy shoveled charcoal into the maw of the furnace with a great deal of clatter. Outside roared the waterfall, and a sharp north wind whipped the rain against the brick tiled roof. So what more was happening there? The fire boy shoveled. Shovel, you must have seen an instrument with the help of which the blocks are turned. Okay, so the boy shoveled the charcoal into the maw. Maw means mouth. MAW, maw means mouth here. Mouth of the furnace. Charcoal into the mouth of the furnace, and a great deal of clatter outside road waterfall, and a sharp north of whipped and the rain against brick tiled roof. So it was also raining, and the sound of the tapping of the rain could also be heard, and the boy was howling the particles into the mouth of the furnace. So it was the whole process in which the iron was being melted and it was being given a shape. So this is what happening in Ramso Iron Works. It was probably on account of all this noise that the blacksmith did not notice that a man had opened the gate and entered the forge until he stood close up to the furnace. So it was probably on account of all these noise, the noise of the rain, the noise of the cracking the coal, the all these noises which was coming due to their activities. He could not notice the man. Who was the man? The rat trap seller, the peddler. He did not notice when peddler opened the gate and entered the forge. Until he stood close to the furnace. When he stood close to the furnace, then he was able to see him. Surely it was nothing unusual for poor vagabonds without any better shelter for the night to be attracted to the forge by the glow of light which escaped through the sooty panes and to come in the warm themselves in front. Sooty panes means window pane, sooty panes. Simply it is window panes. Sooty, a type of material with which the window pane are made. Okay, that is sooty panes. They are black powder. So we can say window pane covered in soot. Window pane covered in soot. Soot, it's a black powder through which window pane are made. Not through which, with which, sorry. And to come in warm themselves in front of the fire. So actually it was not unusual that the first time a poor man came inside to get warmth. So it was very usual for them. The poor man used to come for a shelter in order to save themselves from the extreme cold. They used to come there for the warmth. So it was not new for them. So that is why they did not notice and they were not interested that who came inside, because it was usually it was happening. The poor people used to come to save themselves from the extreme cold. The blacksmiths glanced only casually and indifferently at the intruder. So blacksmith glanced only casually and very normally, without showing any interest to that at the intruder. Intruder, a person, simply it is called in Hindi घुसपैठिया, the person who illegally enters that premises. So he was just gave a casual look to that intruder. He looked the way people of his type usually did, with a long beard, dirty ragged, and with the bunch of rat traps dangling on his chest. So he just gave a look which people of his type usually do to the man whose beard was dirty, who was wearing the rag, and who was having a bunch of rat traps. Dangling means hanging or swinging loosely. So rat traps which was hanging on a chest, as he was a rat trap seller, so that is why the rat traps were hanging on his chest. He asked permission to stay. The man, the rat trap seller, the peddler, asked permission to stay, and the master blacksmith nodded a hearty consent without honoring him with a single word. So he asked permission to stay, and the master blacksmith nodded a haughty consent without honoring him with a single word. So simply he just allowed him without noticing him, without giving him any importance. He just allowed him to stay there. The tramp did not say anything either. A tramp, the wanderer, that rat trap seller, also he did not say anything. He had not come there to talk, but only to warm himself and sleep. As he did not come there to talk to anyone, he came there only to warm himself and sleep. In those days, the Ramso iron mill was owned by a very prominent iron master whose greatest ambition was to ship out good iron in the market. So now, those days, the Ramso iron mill owned by a prominent iron master whose who was willing to provide good quality of iron to the market. He watched both night and day to see that the work was done as well as possible. And at this very moment, he came into the forge on one of his nightly rounds of inspection. So that is why, to ensure the quality of work and quantity of work, he used to come to the forge day and night. So this time also he was on his nightly round of inspection. Naturally, the first thing he saw was the tall ragamuffin. Ragamuffin means a person in rags. Ragamuffin. Ragamuffins. That is, ragamuffin means a person in rag. A person in rag. Ragamuffin means a person in rag. Okay, you can take the screenshot of these words and later you can write down in your notebook, or you can pause the video and write down. So both are possible. So whatever you are comfortable with, you should do. But you must notice, you must write down, note down all these words and their meanings in your notebook. They must be written. Okay. So naturally, the first thing he saw was the tall ragamuffin. So first he saw the person who was in rags, who had eased his way so close to the furnace that steam rose from his wet rags. So he was close to the furnace and steam was coming from his rags. The iron master did not follow the example of the blacksmith, who had hardly designed to look at the stranger. But iron master was not a type of person as blacksmith was. So that is why he did not ignore him, simply as iron master ignored that ragamuffin, but the iron master did not follow the example of blacksmith. Okay, so he walked close to him, looked him over very carefully. So he walked close to him and looked him over very carefully. Then tore off his slouch hat to get better view of his face. Then he tore off his slouch hat, means hat bent on side of the head. That is slouch hat. Let me write down here. Slouch. Slouch. That is slouch hat. Hat bent on side of the head. Hat bend on side of the head. Okay, just wait a minute, let me show you it completely. Okay, so now you can take the screenshot. Okay, so he just tore off, he just removed the hat which was bending of the head to get a better view of his face, to have a look to the stranger. So for this video, dear students, it's all about it. So as of now we have seen the Iron Master enters and he wanted to see the person in drag, the ragamuffin. So in my next video we will go through some more phases of this story. So thank you for watching. See you tomorrow.